gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in Mannerheim Line, and I am in my Object 257, Tier 9 Heavy, and my son, you see that Correctamundo in his T-55A. Yay! Bringer of Death finished the Hand of God uh, mission number 15 for artillery, finally. It was hilarious because, like, he just said tonight when we were playing, he says, Dad, I don't know what to do. He goes, I've been working on this darn arty mission, trying for over a year to get it, and I just can't get the damn mission done. Literally, like either the mission after that one or two missions after he said that, bam, he gets it. I'm like, oh, frick. I was like, awesome. I was pretty happy for him. It's always exciting when you get it yourself, but when your son or a friend, you see them get it, you know how hard somebody works for that because you did the same thing yourself. But our EBR 90 is getting a nice early push down there to spot, and he literally spots their whole team pretty much. And bad news for us, they're all coming this way, or at least a lot of them. So I assume this is going to be a big head-on clash. I like to go to the lower position. Um, You'll have to forgive me too when I'm doing the post-game stats. You'll hear me kind of whispering. It's because everybody fell asleep and I didn't want to wake anybody up. So you can still hear me. But I come around the corner. I got a heat shell loaded, the first one like I normally do, and we shoot. And Object 257's track eats my round, and it was nice enough for this 50 TP to push me, so he kept pushing me into the enemy, which I'm like, it absolutely annoys me when people do that. They push you into somebody. They won't back up when you're backing up. They see you and they just keep pushing you into them. But neither here nor there. We're got a lot of tanks in front of us to deal with, and we end up getting the 257 on the enemy team gets taken out, and now we're got four of us dealing with the 50 TP. And then I'm going to try getting a shot off, and I completely missed because the AMX M451 now rams me in the side. I was having no luck with people that just had no map awareness. It's annoying when people push into you and ram into you. And then I'm watching this T10. I'm like, was he drowning himself? All I can think of is his mom was yelling at him, and he had to park for a minute out of the way so he could go do whatever. But yeah, this T10 just sits there, and we're able to put some just shot. I mean, these tanks set up here just in a beautiful position for us to put. And again, I'm getting rammed by the T10 now. Shot after shot. We go to shoot at the M103, and the T-54 drove right in front of him, so he took our shell instead. But hey, I don't care as long as I'm doing damage to somebody. We get another shot into the back of the T-54, and he's down to about 2 shots. My son's up here on the upper road, and he's having a hell of a good game. I prefer to go on the lower part of this road. The only problem you run in the T-54 puts his gun right in front of my gun. So finally I bump into him and be like, hey dude, get out of the way. You're doing stupid stuff. So we got an E75, an Object 430, and we pretty much just cleared this whole area. I mean, there's just a plethora of dead tanks up here, and we're just pushing through. The Z75 is up here. My son's going after him. He's got good speed, and he's going to come around and try flanking him. I'm going to come around on this side. My son gets hit for 292, which is telling me the E75's got the smaller of the two guns on there. Yeah, he definitely had the smaller gun. We take a shot in the side from the convoy and bounce it. But the Object 430 is slinging heat rounds, and he hits us for 376. We bounce another one from the convoy with our turret, and we hit the convoy for 438. Now, this position that we're in is really good because you're still considered, hauled down because of the hills in front of you. We shoot up over the Object 430 because the accuracy on this gun is definitely subpar, especially at distance like this. What I wanted to tell you guys, if I can get the darn thing off here, if you are ever on this map and you go the way we did, if the enemy team has artillery, this whole side is just really, it's hard to push this side because Artie just sits there and pounds you. They get beautiful shots. They're on the other side of this hill right here, so they're protected because of this hill, but they can shoot right over that hill, and they just lob shell after shell at you on, this side over here. So your best bet is to try using this rock or go haul down and just make sure you keep, don't stop. Just keep wiggling back and forth and moving. Just don't sit still. We got lucky because there was no artillery, so we were able to basically just come up here and roll right over them because just our team was a lot better than theirs. That's just a simple fact. Um, if their team would have been better than ours, then it would have been the opposite way around. They probably would have just throttled us. But when you don't have Artie on the enemy team, the nice thing about coming this way from the side we were on is you get a nice haul down position where we did, and they can't pen your turrets. If you come up too high, then they can put them in your lower plates and stuff. These shots I took from these guys up here, I'm pretty sure, except for maybe one, and that was in my lower plate. Um, Not sure what hit me actually, but anyways, so yeah, if artillery would have been on this map, I don't think we would have come up this way as well as we did and with as much health as we did. But without artillery, it makes it a lot easier for us to come up that way. Now, the other team, to be honest with you, without artillery, when they're on this side, um, yeah, it's even with artillery, it's hard because artillery can't get shots on these guys. Pushing really, coming the way we just came from, like heading this way. So they'd be heading north on the map. Artillery just can't really get shots too well in this area over here. They can down on the lower road. So if you ever are pushing north, going the opposite way I just came, but you'd be heading north on this map. Try and hug the hill. That's kind of your friend because an artillery can't hit you. But we were lucky enough that there was no artillery on this map, and basically we are just pushing up. There's a T-55 and an STRV. I imagine the STRV, if I can talk, 103 was still, yeah, he probably never moved. And so we're moving up here and hopefully going to get at least a little more damage on the STRV, which, I mean, we literally have a team of tanks rolling up here, so the odds of us getting a shot in here aren't too good, especially with the aim time on this. But we're aiming in, aiming in, aiming in, and we take a shot, and then he just gets melted. So we were able to get another shot of damage in there, which was pretty nice. And the T-95 on the enemy team is just been erased. So if you want to hold on for a minute, we'll have some post-game stats. And like I said, I'll kind of be whispering, so usually you can still hear me. But yeah, everybody fell asleep, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. So if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll be right back with some post-game stats. Alrighty, so here's the post-game stats of that match. My son was running his T-55A and I was in my Object 257. We had a great match. At first I thought we were going to have a lot of trouble because a lot of their heavies, mediums, everything was kind of YOLOing down by the water there, but we were able to get in some really nice positions, haul down, and really just put a hurting on them. But that was a Master Badge Class 2, and I got a spotter, a fire for effect, and a bruiser, and we had just a whole lot of damage. I'm not going to go over all these, but yeah, we did really good. Real happy with that match. We had a 28-14 WN8. My son, as you can see, got his T-55A, and he is doing really good in that, having a heck of a good game after good game with it. Really good win rate. He's got about, I think, 12 matches, and I think he's only lost like one or two in it, so he's doing super. And he's averaging about close to 4,000 almost every game. So he actually beat me in experience on that 1149, and I had 1012. Probably because I was in a heavy and he's in a medium, but yeah, he had a great match too. We had 13 shots, 11 hit, 8 pen, and I shot all standard rounds. I don't think I shot any premium rounds that match, if I remember right. We did a total of 3,676 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 438. We got hit 4 times, 2 pen, 2 bounce, so we bounced 800 in damage. We damaged 7, destroyed 0. Damage with our assistance was 1,062. After all was said and done, and they re-armored us, re-ammoed us, and supplied us and everything, we did have the bonus for playing in the platoon. The holiday ops bonus is running, plus I had a personal reserve running for credits. So we walked away with 94,710 credits. So I am definitely not complaining at all. Really good match. I've always liked this tank. It's always done me good. I wish they wouldn't have nerfed it like they originally intended with this V-shaped hull. But too many people complained saying that they couldn't, put a round through the track and then have it go through the hull too. So Yeah, they nerfed it so it could, which really sucks in a way. But anyways, yeah, so that was that match with my son and his T-55A, which he just got today. Finally finished his missions for that. And it was funny because he was just saying, Dad, I've been working on this mission forever. It was the last artillery mission that he had to get for the T-55A, and it's not an easy mission to do. And it was hilarious because like 2 matches later, and he finished it, and he was like, oh my God, it was pretty awesome. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.